This is my original self-defense weapon I designed, the PICT, the Bundok Eskrima PICT. PICT stands for Personal Impact and Control Tool. This is designed to cause pain, cause injury in several different ways. I can tear at the eyes with the beak. I can shove it into tender areas. I can hook the nostril. I can hook the throat. I can hook into the ear if I'm in close range. I can hammer fist with the bottom. I can hammer fist with the top. I can just throw punches at the face and gouge. Can be used as a scraping tool. And with a bit of imagination, you can find different uses for this thing. I've opened beer cans with it. I've used it as a bit of a pry bar when I needed to loosen something up. But really, it's designed to be used as an easier weapon to scale my use of force on, right? I can just drive it into muscle groups. If I get a hold of someone's hand, I can smash it, break the knuckles. If I hammer fist hard into the collarbone, it's gonna have an effect. Into the side of the neck, it's gonna have an effect. But one thing I had a problem with was it's hard on my heavy bags and my pads when I use it. It's hard on my partners when I train with it. So I'm really happy that Tack Knives has put out this version for training. This is a compression version of my tool. I can work with a partner. I can still get feedback. I mean, it's still uncomfortable when I jam that beak in, but it's not gonna break the skin. It's not gonna tear. When I'm hitting if someone's holding pads for me and I'm smashing into the pads, which I love this position for the hammer fist, and I'm hammer fisting the pads, I'm not gonna destroy the pads. I'm not destroying my striking dummy, which you'll see has a lot of damage done to it from aluminum training knives and my PICT, because I love to train on this thing. So I'm gonna just demonstrate a little bit of using it with a partner, and I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit of working on my training dummy here, working maybe the Medusa method with it, and some Western Piper, which I'm not an instructor in Western Piper yet, but I'm working towards it. I'm really proud that Tack Knife has seen the value of the PICT, the Bundok Eskrima PICT, and are making their own version of this. This compression version is excellent for training, and like I said, it gives enough feedback that when you're playing with it, you know when it's been pressed into something uncomfortable. This training version is absolutely excellent, and I recommend that anyone who has my Bundok PICT get a hold of Tack Knife and purchase one of these for your training. I'm also very happy that Tack Knife is going to make a high density plastic version of this. And after talking with John at Tack Knife, I really look forward to the changes he plans on making to my design and the improvements he plans on making. They are small, but they will make it a much better tool to carry and to use. As I said in the description at the beginning of this video, this little weapon is a pocket full of pain. It can give pain on multiple angles and through multiple different ways of striking. It's not just a tabak maliet that extends out the bottom of your fist. It can cause pain from the front, from the back, from the bottom. It is a great little tool. And the reason I like tools like this is not because I think they're more effective than a knife, but because I feel that something like this is easier to scale your use of force. It's easier to use in a non-lethal fashion than a knife would be. Plus, when I know that I can scale my use of force easier, I am more likely to use it than I would an edged weapon. Because when it comes to doing that sort of grievous bodily harm to somebody, any sane person will hesitate. But when you have something that you know you can do less lethal damage to somebody with and still be effective, I am much more likely to pull a weapon like that. This is one of the main reasons I designed the Bundok Eskrima PICT the way it is. And this is one of the main reasons I carry mine every day. I have multiple use of force options on me at all times. My personal philosophy is that if you're going to walk the world as a protector, you better be prepared. I'm not saying I'm going to have to use any of these weapons. I'm not saying that I want to use any of these weapons. I always want to avoid violence, if at all possible. However, because I understand that the choice is not always ours as to whether or not we'll have to face violence, I choose to be prepared for multiple levels of force at all times. I never want to have to use any level of force, and I will always try to avoid. But if I can't, if I have to stay and fight, I am prepared to do so with different tools or no tool. This is a part of a lifestyle and a philosophy that I live. It's not for everybody, but for those of us who believe in this, it's nice to have a tool that we can carry to help us with that, or many tools. The Bundok Eskrima PICT is just one such tool, and this compression trainer version will help me become much more adept at using it under pressure, at using it through chaos. I am very grateful to John at Tack Knife for making this part of their line, and I hope that many of you will purchase these items from them. Thank you so much. Have a great day.